that Tank Davis is not going to fight him.
No, I just put Tank Davis out there, but you know, he's not the only guy. He's not the only guy that you can put out for the kind of fight.
Shakur Stevenson is becoming increasingly frustrated with Ben Davis and the delay in arranging their highly anticipated showdown. See, he did jump, you never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it, you see him back up from a lot of people, back up, move around. Well, now we can be sure that this fight will happen.
35, 40, I don't know. I could see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
Yeah, I think Tank will sign that contract.
Dang.
And I'm going to sign a contract too.
Time frame being confirmed by all who could make the fight happen. You know he hating, you know what I mean, like, you know he hating, you know he got I got the opportunity, he wanted me, you know, so it just coming from hate. As Stevenson gears up to face Artem Haroun on July 6th at the Credential Center in New York, New Jersey, headlining an ESPN event. Davis is celebrating his win after knocking out Frank Martin. Stevenson, known for his confidence and skill in the ring, is focused on his upcoming fight with Harounian. Despite Haroun's recent loss to Martin, Stevenson is not underestimating his opponent and aims to dominate the bout. However, his sights remain firmly set on a future encounter with Davis, which Stevenson views as a massive fight in his career and for the division as a whole. He the best that he didn't even fight at 35 yet, right? He had power at 126-30 or none of that. He is good at 26 years old. Stevenson sees Davis's age of 30 as a point of contention. Questioning why Davis has not yet faced the elite fighters, he claims he will fight. How many times is he going to say is going to fight an elite fighter and not fight them? Stevenson said he is 30 years old now, bro. Is 30 talking about he is going to fight me? He said next, okay, we'll do it. How can he say, oh, Tank should have fought Del Santos, a guy that he just beat, right? He should have faced him over me, but he going to fight a guy I'd beat. What type of S that makes Stevenson's frustration stems from a perceived lack of significant fights, despite his impressive resume, which includes titles in 3 divisions and unified world champion status in the junior lightweight division. He criticizes the delays in making high-profile matchups happen, especially concerning Davis. Are you really going to fight me or just going to keep saying what you are going to do to somebody? Stevenson challenged Davis, shut up and fight me. Fight you, Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's make the fight happen. Man, I'm tired of tweeting. I'm tired of talking about it. Stop ducking me and let's make the fight happen, man. Come on. In Stevenson's view, the process of arranging a fight with Davis should be straightforward. All you got to do is send an offer. He stated, acknowledging Davis's status as the more recognized fighter. Stevenson emphasized his readiness and willingness to step into the ring. You are the aside. I know I am not saying I am the aside. You're the person with all the notoriety, however it goes, but I am right here, though I am not going nowhere as soon as you say it. Let's fight. I am right here. Let's fight, guy, man. I think Tank at this point, he's unbeatable at the lightweight division with against any of the world champions. I think he's the top guy right now at that division. Stevenson also expressed disappointment with Frank Martin, who withdrew from his scheduled fight for the vacant WBC lightweight title last November, which Stevenson eventually won against Edwin De Los Santos. Stevenson questioned Martin's elite status and criticized him for not following through on their planned bout. What did Frank Martin do to be elite? Stevenson said, clearly not happy that Frank got to fight Tank before him. Frank Martin is a dude who signed up to fight me, got famous for signing up to fight me, and then didn't fight me, Frank. But like, no like, and I'm not trying to disrespect Frank, cause Frank, I heard him say in the interview that I was hating on him. I'm really not. Like, I don't got really nothing to like hate him. Like, I wish him nothing but the best too, but it now seems that we are not waiting for this fight for too long. The fight between Shakur and Tank has already been confirmed and slated for summer 2024, despite previous delays and frustrations expressed by Stevenson over securing this fight. The momentum now suggests that the bout is on the brink of realization. 3 people in the world that I think that could be that would be Devin, that would be Shakur and Tank Davis himself. You got the last one right. That's the only person that can beat me, Gervonta Davis. Now, while the specific exact date is not mentioned, we know that we're going to see another Tank knockout soon, well, or whoever wins really, but from what we do know, we will see Davis and Stevenson go head-to-head over 12 rounds, adhering to the lightweight division's 135 pounds weight limit. This matchup has captured the attention of the boxing world, offering a showdown between 2 of the sport's most skilled and promising talents. I told you it's just a 50-50 fight, ain't no 50-50 fight. How you going to keep me off and you ain't got no power? For Shakur, Stevenson was voiced impatience with the delays in facing Davis. Impending fight represents a big moment in his career, but there's the thing, Tank Davis can fight a guy who they picked up all from the din, or he knocks him out. It's great because he knocked him out, you know what I mean, but Shakur will fight a dangerous guy who's a puncher, beat him a little bit less impressively, and all of a sudden we know we don't care about it. We don't want to see him, okay, so then we'll get them diner workers too. Even Bob Arum has come in to convince us why this fight is bound to be bigger than we expect. And it's not just Bob Arum, we also saw Leonard giving in to the idea of Tank facing Stevenson, promising another knockout for Tank, with Leonard Ellerby throwing his support behind the upcoming bout, and promoter Bob Arum also showing interest. The long-awaited showdown between Dan Davis and Shakur Stevenson is now eagerly anticipated to be finalized for summer 2024. Sure, we're looking for fighters that are competitive. Shakur, despite initial speculations about Davis potentially facing Bill Lomachenko, Stevenson's co-manager Josh Dubin has strongly defended his fighter's position as a significant draw in boxing, particularly challenging Arum's recent comments in a critical response to Arum's assertion that Lomachenko represents a more lucrative option for Davis due to his ability to attract viewers and sell tickets. Dubin labeled the reasoning as nonsensical. He pointed out Stevenson's consistent high viewership ratings on ESPN and impressive ticket sales record, particularly highlighting events where Stevenson has filled arenas such as the United Center in Newark. Dubin argued Shakur has been consistently one of the highest-rated fighters on their roster. Anytime he fights on ESPN, the only time he didn't pull one of the higher ratings is when they had him fight on a Thursday night and try to convince us because of the Formula One race that was going to be the biggest event in the world. Court didn't even want to do it. He said they're not going to be able to fill the arena. Furthermore, Dubin criticized the handling of Stevenson's career by his current promoters, suggesting a reluctance to arrange significant fights, possibly due to contractual negotiations or priorities, emphasized Stevenson's desire to face the best in his division, including Davis, Lomachenko, and Baranchyk, pointing out that Stevenson's aspirations have not been adequately supported by promotional efforts. Shakur wants the biggest fights, Dubin reiterated, and I understand they can't force people to fight him, but to give the explanation that they are not trying to negotiate a Tank Davis fight because Shakur isn't the draw is just nonsense. Stevenson, with an impressive professional undefeated record, has showcased his skills across multiple weight divisions, holding titles at featherweight and junior lightweight. People that can actually hit no matter all that boxing. You're going to get hit. What you going to do when you get hit? Despite a lackluster performance in his last bout against Edwin Dos Santos, Stevenson remains undeterred in seeking significant challenges that could elevate his status in the sport. Dubin's criticism extended to the comparative treatment of Stevenson against other fighters, particularly noting the ease with which potential fights for lesser-known opponents like Baranchyk could be arranged, contrasting sharply with the perceived hurdles in setting up a Davis matchup. There's 3 fights that Stevenson wants: Lomachenko, Tank, and Baranchyk. Dubin emphasized those are the fights he wants. He's been pleading for those fights, and they could make the Binnick fight at the snap of a finger right now. So Stevenson's team asserts that he is more than capable of drawing significant viewership and fan support, challenging the narrative that he lacks the appeal to secure high-profile fights. Shakur is a very talented, skillful technique fighter. Can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit, scared to get knocked out in front of the world. With negotiations progressing and both fighters expressing interest, the imminent announcement of the Davis versus Stevenson clash for summer 2024 signals a potential breakthrough moment for Stevenson as he seeks to solidify his place among the elite in boxing. But we can all agree that the reason this fight hasn't happened is because Shakur is, well, not that lucrative in the eyes of Tank. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.